Paradise is not just a place. It's a feeling of peace and harmony that resides within you. It's where your heart finds rest and your soul feels at home. Join us as we dive into the heart of Baja California, Mexico, exploring its vibrant cultures, meeting its warm-hearted people, and uncovering the hidden gems of its beaches, towns, and remote corners. This is Roaming Baja. After a quiet and restful night at Playa Yuncalito, we packed up camp and drove 75 kilometers to the remote and hard-to-reach paradise of Agua Verde, our bucket list location for this Baja trip.
We are all packed up and ready to roll again. We spent one night at Playa Yuncalito, commonly known as Juncalito Beach.
We pulled in yesterday afternoon. We're only, half an hour from Loreto, maybe? 20 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes,
something
half an hour,
not
something
far.
like that.
But we pulled in just to get a little bit of peace and quiet and catch up on some editing. Had getting a video out for you guys for today. And so yesterday was pretty quiet. Gord tried out his new hammock and...
Yeah, laid in the hammock for a while in the shade, went for a little paddleboard.
Yeah, went for a paddleboard this morning, but now we're pulling out and we are heading to Agua Verde. We're so excited.
We have about a 30-minute drive south on the highway from Playa Yuncalita. And then we have probably, there's a homemade overlander kind of thing there.
Squirrel.
Then, then we have probably an hour and a half of gravel road, which might be a little rough. We'll see. I'm not worried so much about rough terrain. It's like washboardy road. It's like not so pleasant. So hopefully it's not too bad.
The biggest thing that we've heard about the road to Agua Verde is that there's sections of it that can be quite rough, but it's also very narrow with like one vehicle kind of wide with sheer drop-offs. So
yeah, it's not Cerro Gordo or anything, but it's kind of in that realm, right, with
sketchy
ledge roads and a little narrower. So
yeah, and then only
the last 50 feet or something is really steep, I guess. So people with like two-wheel drive Sprinter vans and stuff, it's questionable, but people do get down and back up. They just take a run at it and tear up the road a bit, which isn't the best.
That's supposed to be the worst section. Yeah. But you know what? It's a gravel road in Mexico, so I'm sure it changes quite regularly. So we'll update you. We'll let you know. We'll
see.
Take you along for the drive. So buckle up.
If it's really bad, you'll see us crying into the camera.
You'll hear me swearing. We found the gravel road.
Yeah, I guess I should air down. It'll be a little better.
Left of last night.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. You see the roadway down there? Like it goes way down. Oh my gosh.
Peace of mind, I know where to find it. By the end of the road. So I walk and I keep on walking. I wear are a mess. As I walk, and I keep on walking till I'm at the end of the road. I walk until my feet are hurting, and I need to keep on going further, 'cause I can't keep my mind off things I'd be better off to leave behind. Gotta be careful not to get stuck. And so I walk and I keep on walking. Though the shoes I wear are a mess. As I walk, walk, walk and I keep on walking till I'm at the end of the road.
See the cows?
Cows! Don't be blocking the road. No more. Just a little more. Just move your butt. He's like, fine, if I have to move my butt, I'll move my butt.
But it's only the last 50 feet that are bad, people say.
Fill me now. So what are the last 50 feet like?
Steep, I guess.
No shit.
So you thought you got it made for easy living, slipping out the back door. But it's not what you're made for, and there's nothing that is too late for. Out of the cold into my warm hand in the sun. It's already begun. You are my one. With a simple mind, we should find some more time. We don't need to worry at all. Everybody couldn't make a wrong turn. You waver and slip and you get burned. But I'm here, so don't you worry, 'cause you know I'll be there in a hurry. Out of the cold into my warm hands in the sun. It's already begun. You are my one. We just dance, find romance, a second chance. We don't need to worry at all.
We're at Agua Verde. I think this was maybe the only real destination we had in Baja, other than just wandering around the whole place. But Agua Verde was the place we wanted to go to.
Yeah, as soon as we decided we wanted to come to Baja, we were like, we gotta go to Agua Verde.
The road into Agua Verde is
Crazy.
30,
20, wasn't it
39 kilometers.
39?
I think.
I thought it was like 27.
I think it was 39 kilometers. I think once we got off the pavement, it was like 29, something like that, kilometers. So like 20 miles or something of dirt road. You know, we only went probably maybe 20 kilometers an hour. Probably the fastest we went was maybe a little over 30 kilometers an hour, where it was really good going. But most of it's really washboard. And then there's some mountain passes. So you go up and over a couple large, like I think 2 large mountains. And then at the end here, you go over a small one and come down really steep to the water. There is some sections of flat. Then you go up and over a mountain. You do ledge roads down the side, across the flat, another one, ledge roads around, back down, across the flat, and then up over the last one. So the mountain roads are not all in one spot. From watching videos previously, I thought, oh, it's just you'd get down to the coast on the edge of the mountain, but you actually do that before you come down a long section of coast and then come over the last mountain here. So yeah, there's 2 separate mountain passes, which are pretty, like, relatively narrow in some spots.
Yep.
There's quite a few sections where you can't really get 2 vehicles by each other, but in most of those spots you can kind of see a good distance, and make sure there's nobody coming the other way. The actual mountain passes that you traverse on the way down here, they're not really that steep. Like there's no really steep sections. By far the steepest section is right at the beach here where you come down the last little bit, which people say is an 18% grade, which is I think about what we did on a lot of the hills going up to Cerro Gordo.
Oh, for sure.
They were maybe even were more than 18 in some spots.
And they were longer.
But we did lots of them and they were long, where this is only one short section. Like, I'm not saying it's easy and you could do it in a 2-wheel drive. You'd want 4-wheel drive to come down here.
Yeah. And it's like this last section is really rutted.
There's some big holes in that climb.
Which is going to make it a little bit harder.
Probably because maybe people had to blast out in a 2-wheel drive. And if you're in a 2-wheel drive, you'd have to really hit it. You'd beat on your vehicle to get over it.
You know, when you look at it and you think, oh, it's only, 29 kilometers to get in there. We'll be in there in no time. You won't. You plan like hour and a half at least.
Yeah, I see people talking like an hour and a half, which, if I was in my Sprinter van with shock upgrades and stuff, yeah, I'd do it in an hour and a half easy, maybe even faster. But we were over 2 hours coming in.
Yeah.
The washboard, we go really slow.
You go really slow.
And it took us a little over 2 hours, I would say.
Yeah. Well worth it though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not the place you come in and camp for a night.
No. We're going to stay here probably better part of a week. We're just going to sit and enjoy the quiet and the pelicans and do some paddleboarding and just relax. There's a couple of little restaurants over in the little village. So we're going to jump on our paddle boards here and paddle over and go eat some tacos, of course.
Yeah, from where we are to the little village, it's just, I don't know what it is, a quarter of a mile maybe or something, just around the point.
Yeah.
So you could walk over on low tide on the shoreline. You could walk on the road, which is pretty far.
It's far, yeah.
It would be a couple mile walk probably, but it's very walkable. We could drive over in the Jeep, or we could hop on our paddle boards or kayaks and go over too. So lots of options. And there's 3 restaurants over there, I guess, and they're all really good.
Is there 3? I thought there was 2.
Yeah, it says there's 3, and people are saying they're all really good. So
we're gonna have to go 3 times then.
Yeah, and they even have a little grocery store there that sells meat and vegetables and food. I'm sure it's not super plentiful and everything, but we could even buy groceries and beer here too. So it's like, do you ever have to go anywhere now? Man, I don't know.
Anyway, we're gonna go and put some food in our bellies. So let's take you for a paddle.
All right, we made it to the other beach. We had to surf in a little bit. We didn't realize there was any waves until we got here. Could be interesting going back, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just in here. You're on video.
Say hola. Gracias.
Si quieren internet, Wi-Fi.
Oh, no, it's okay. Thank you.
Rand's been dreaming of pancakes, and it might happen in a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, pancakes.
Mexican pancakes. How's that go?
I don't know.
Terrible view here for the restaurant. Terrible view.
Terrible.
Marianne got her pancakes. And I got a carne taco, which is little bits of beef. Looks good. And 2 pescado, 2 fish tacos.
Best paddle yet.
Oh,
That was cool.
it's pretty wavy. I didn't stand up till the end.
No, but
But the birds were just like on it.
the pelicans were off the chart.
Hopefully we got some good video of that. I don't know. We'll
Like
see.
this huge flock of them just like flying like right above our heads and then diving around. It was like Oh, and the really sweet little boy in the video, his name is Dario.
Oh, you got his name?
I did. I left him a sticker. His mama told me his name. So I left him a sticker. He left with grandma. So we didn't get to say goodbye to him, but he's like so cool.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Sunlight.
Good morning. Getting out a little bit earlier for the sunrise, and we're gonna climb up on top of this hill. We'll get probably a 20-minute earlier sunrise and maybe see some dolphins. I guess there were some dolphins spotted from up there yesterday morning, so we'll see. Sunrise hasn't broken yet. Our neighbor's heading out into the open water on his paddleboard. He's headed out fishing this morning. We walked around that rock down there yesterday evening when the tide was low. There was a big plateau all the way around, a big flat that went out that way. There was people fishing off of. It's pretty cool. Lots to see. We're getting there. The sun's gonna break. It's gonna get into that little V as we walk ahead here. So there he is on his paddleboard. But I don't see any dolphins yet. Fingers crossed. I'm not climbing up here every morning.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. For our home to show on the horizon, soon we'll be there. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the
All right, that was successful destination. Back to the B. I need coffee.
we're drowning in doubt. Just keep on believing. We are dreamers of the shore.
Heading over to the little store on the other side of the bay. We're gonna drive over this time. Last time we paddleboarded.
Is this the store? Mini market.
And that is like just a rockin' little mini mart there. Like it should have a whole bunch of like freezers, not set to freeze, but just to cool. And they had like one full of beer, one full of juice, another one that was set to freeze and it had chicken and beef in it. And then they had another one set to cool that was full of cheese and every kind of dry good under the sun, and personal care products and things like that. And of course, chips and cookies and all the things bad for you. But yeah, considering it was in something that was like, what, 10 by 20, if that. Pretty sweet. And then outside they had another big coolers that were all full of like fresh vegetables. They were unpacking like a whole bunch of melons and lettuce and things like that. So it was pretty sweet. We'll probably go back there again.
So we paddled out to a little cove here and we're gonna try some snorkeling around. We'll see how it goes. These are masks I had from when I was into scuba diving like 20 years ago probably. So whether they're still able to hold
A seal?
a seal, we're not sure. We'll find out. But yeah, I haven't used them in a long time. So.
And I'm not a good swimmer and I haven't snorkeled in almost 20 years. So yeah.
So we're gonna ease into it.
And we don't have flippers, so it's just gonna be a lot of thrashing around and floating on the top. But we're in the water. Let's try and do this.
And if it works out good, maybe we'll get some fins and lapavs.
Yeah.
So what do you think of snorkeling?
Oh, it's amazing! Do I have snorkel face? Oh my god. Okay, so you've been following this channel for a bit. You know that I have all kinds of stupid fears. I'm afraid of heights. And I'm terrified, like terrified of water. I can swim, but I'm not very good at it. I took swimming lessons as an adult. I'm not very good at it, but I can swim, but I'm scared of it. And it took quite a while before I got comfortable putting my face in the water and then getting in and actually floating.
Not long.
But holy fork, we gotta go get some of these that don't leak and fit my face a little bit better, and some flippers. That was like epic. There's like these little fish right now like around our feet, and they're black and like fluorescent yellow and pink and purple, and then there was angelfish and all kinds of like Finding Nemo fish
Oh,
down
so
there.
those ones I called puppy dog fish, those were puffers with the big eyeballs on
Yeah,
them?
those
Okay.
are puffer fish.
That's what I was saying.
unpuffed, Yeah.
I said, did you see the puppy dog fish?
I'm
She
like,
says
what's a
no, but I
puppy
saw
dog?
the puffers.
Yeah, and when we were down there and he was going and I tried to get his attention, and of course he can't talk underwater, so I'm like, they puffer fish.
There's maybe like, I don't know, 8 or 10 different kinds of fish, and they're all just
So
intermixed.
cool. And like, and they're like, look, like down here right now, there's one, he's like black with like a purple head, and then there's like these little black and yellow and pink ones, and they're just obsessed with us. And the water's so warm.
Yeah.
Like, they scared us.
It's pretty hard to beat Agua Verde. It is like, it's kind of heavenish.
This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
We snorkeled.
You snorkeled.
I was like a big girl. I'm just like on a high right now. Such a high. You have no idea. If you know me, you know. This is so cool. It's so cool. It's like my favorite. We're driving around all the little paths that we could find, and came across this path, or this road. Cows like it. There's cow poop everywhere. Look what it opens up to.
An oasis.
Wow.
If I can mount one of those on the Jeep,
Why?
replace my flag.
What are you doing?
I had some zip ties I could.
What are you doing? You cannot mount that on our Jeep. He's all mad because his flag got shredded. Boys. But look at his flag. It's just shredded to bits. Look it. That's why we can't have nice things.
He's hurting.
We'd heard of a cave nearby with ancient handprints marking its entrance. We set out with our new friends Richard and Margaret, eager to find it. Unfortunately, our GoPro started failing, and we lost much of the audio for the rest of our time in Agua Verde.
We failed. But I think we know where it is. We just got to figure out how to get to it.
Is it? It's in there. Why is it in there? Did you do that? Did you do that? What are you gonna do with it? Where is it? What are you doing, Toast? You're gonna put it in the pocket? You missed. Back on the hunt for the cave. It's a little bit cooler today, for now, and we are gonna go and see. We had a look at Gord's drone footage that he took yesterday, and we could see where the road goes up above the cave. So today we're gonna go drive, see if we can find that road and get above the cave, and then take the path down.
Yeah, not so much a road, but a little trail.
Well,
Yeah.
path anyway. But there's a way to get there from the top. So we're gonna see if we can find it, see if we can get into that cave, and I sure do hope it's worth it.
I know Brendan says there's it's just like handprints. So I don't know. We'll see.
Big shout out to our new friend Ashley, who attempted to fix Gord's flag. Look, she did such a great job. Thank you, Ashley. Their hands are little.
Little hands.
Like, they're not.
They get scratchy at the top. It's kind of.
They're not much bigger than my hands. We got into the Jeep and I said, and then our GPS said, say a command. And I said, vámonos al campo, por favor. Which I don't really, does that say take me to our camp? I have no idea. And it came back, this feature is not available for Mexico in American English.
Oh, did it mean I don't speak Mexican American?
I don't know.
Remember the Cheech and Chong song?
See an American.
I like to get up real early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. That was a good song.
You know, you know.
Quite the conglomerate of rock around here.
On our last day at Agua Verde, we set out to explore a corner of the cove we hadn't visited before. We drove over to the town site, parked up, and wandered along the beach on the far side of the cove. It was a quiet and serene end to an unforgettable stay in this hidden paradise.
Hey, buddy. What are you doing?
Hi, mister.
Started?
Hi.
Pretty good at throwing that thing. There you go.
Oops, something got him.
It was time to pack up camp at Agua Verde and move on to new adventures. Leaving this beach paradise is no small feat. The climb out is steep, with an 18% grade and rutted paths that test both nerves and vehicles. Beachgoers gather to cheer on those making the ascent, adding a sense of camaraderie to the challenge. We took the lead, followed by Brendan and Ashley in their two-wheel drive Ford van, and finally Richard and Margaret in their small but determined Westfalia.
Success. All vehicles are up the hill and rolling. So we caught up to everybody and we put up our drone. And now instead of being in the back of the pack, we're kind of in between everyone. And we got Richard and Margaret are ahead of us in their Westfalia. We're just kind of having a good little giggle, saying, you know, we kind of figured that as we were touring along that we'd end up maybe hooking up with some people in another Overlander or whichever, and another truck camper. Instead, we're driving with this little Westfalia.
The original Overlander.
Oh yeah. It's ridiculously cute.
I used to have one and they're super capable. They're pretty awesome little machines.
Yeah.
A little lacking in the power department, but they get there. They always get there.
Mitch is just making it happen, man. It's so cute. And we got Brendan and Ashley and Toast behind us in their van, and they're doing awesome. We stopped to put the drone up to get us to go through the big mountain pass, and they had stopped on the side. I guess Ashley was saying that there was a deer kind of wrapped up in a piece of fencing, and Brendan was able to get it free. So hopefully they got a little bit of pictures or video or something of that we can include in this video. But
Pavement time.
we got pavement, man. Pavement. So now we got to air up. We have beeping coming out from the back of the rig. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe our smoke alarms going off from all the dust. See if we can figure out what it was.
Dust?
Was it the smoke alarm?
Yeah.
Smoke alarm set off by dust. Who knew? We did it!
Yeah, buddy! Caught in like metal fixing, like with the
grid shape.
Oh yeah.
All 4 feet in the holes. And like kept jumping around like this. So I took a giant stick and held the metal down, and she was able to like pull her legs out and then just like sprint.
Video?
No.
Come on. Oh my God.
Wow. My pumps never ran that fast before. Listen to him go. Wow.
What'd you do to it?
I bypassed all the connectors, the electrode connectors. They were all melting.
Oh, melted. The mighty Westphalia.
Everything is dirty, so I can use everything to clean.
You want to climb up and do ours too? So yeah, so we're all aired back up now, and we're back on pavement. We're still not back at the highway though. I think we have another 10 kilometers or something, 10 or 11 kilometers. And so yeah, we're not quite there yet, but the worst of it is behind us now at this point. And we're going to go into Constitution, I think it's called.
Ciudad de Constitution, I think it's called.
Something like that. And we're gonna go have tacos.
Ooh, tacos.
If you're interested in behind-the-scenes content, personal chats with us, or tips on routes and camp spots, or if you'd simply like to help keep us rolling by contributing a bit each month, consider joining our community on Patreon. Not a fan of monthly subscriptions but love this video? You can also show your support by clicking on the Super Thanks button below. We appreciate you watching, and thanks for coming along with us on this incredible journey.